Hello, Mark Crossfield here. Let's go with another golf swing lesson. Okay, great lesson. So common. I see this with so many people when I'm teaching and on the range practicing. Got my student here, picture on the left, first swing, last swing on the right. And what we've worked on here is takeaway. Now, from a student here, the way he was moving the club back was getting him in such a mess with his downswing plane. It was encouraging a very out to in swing plane, which was always going to encourage more slicing and big pull shots with his driver. So, look, what you guys got to remember when you're out there hitting shots, you've got to start thinking about the plane of the club, which I think everyone is slightly aware of in terms of flat and steep and whatever. But you've got to think about the plane of your hands as well. So you've got to think of the plane of the club in your hands working very similar, on a very similar plane and working together. What we see here for my student, on the left here, we see hands moving away from the body, club getting stuck behind. So you've got hands going on one plane, and then the shaft of the club hinging back from the wrist on a different plane. This separation of plane gets you in a right mess with club path. You're never, I mean, you're not really going to be aware where the club is so well when you're separating the plane of your hands and the club. And certainly any kind of coordination is going to be thrown way out. So what we've worked on, which has really helped with the club path on the downswing, is getting a takeaway which is a little bit more connected. So the hands and the club are now moving much more together to create this more neutral line here. I mean, there's still room for improvements here, but much more neutral than the first line here, where we see a massive contradiction in planes between hands, arms and the club. So you've got to work on thinking not only where your club is going, but are your hands following a similar path? So you want your hands and the club, certainly on the takeaway, to be moving away together. So many people think about the club, but then their hands start moving on a funny plane, or vice versa, think about their hands, but not really concentrating on where the club's going. If you're getting those wrist hinge, you need to be working on that one-piece takeaway to get that consistency in your backswing on the plane to help you with your consistency on your downswing plane. If you get that one-piece movement from the start working, you'll find your golf just leaps forward. So what we're talking about, if I've got yellow line on the ground here, and I imagine a line on my shaft or on the head of my club, trying to get my hands and the club for the first few, say, couple of feet of the swing, just moving along the same line before the hinge takes place. But guys, hope that helps. Any questions, post below. Quick little tip there, try and help you with your golf. Think about your swing plane. You've got to think about your hand plane as well as the club plane and the shaft plane. Thanks for watching.